Today I wish to share with you the dining room part of our kitchen diner. It can be quite a dumping ground at times. I try and keep it organised. A lot of family do congregate in the dining room, especially first thing in the morning. So systems are usually put in place to help with that. Now, the dining room suite, as I previously said on another video, was bought back in about 2011. Up until that point, we did have a black suite. And down here, this is what I meant by, this is my sort of organising, ongoing part, where pieces are actually going out the house, either asking a relative or a friend whether they want it or whether it's going to the charity shop. But we're actually due to drop off stuff actually at the charity shop very shortly. The TV was my 50th birthday present from my husband, and I do have a fake plant there and photo box with pictures of our granddaughter in. And we don't actually drink wine anymore. Usually on that rack that came from IKEA on the side of the kitchen cabinet, it's actually holding bottles from Poundland that have the lights in, and sometimes I use them as decor on my table. Usually we have non-alcoholic wine up there or juice. Now over this part, this is a bit of a stunt joke and was done by accident. I've had to move my husband's samurai sword collection up on a high shelf because we do have a lot of children come round, and especially as our granddaughter is getting to the stage where she's crawling, I've put them on the high shelf. But the standing joke is, as you can see, is the samurai swords and then the little quote, "This is our happy place." But I think it goes, especially because the black shelving has been up absolutely years. I used to have near the window, I used to have the unit that's now in the lounge, and along here used to have the sideboard. Up there is the little bee candle holder I got, and the two quotes here, or two pictures, "Be beautiful" and "Be unique." They were reduced down to £1 each from the range. And the summer wreath there that I've just put up there actually is what I've just DIY'd on my channel. Right at the end, when we was on holiday, I bought the little caravan. It is actually a birdhouse, but I like it on my shelf. I believe that came from Jackson's of Harley in Warwickshire. I do have the one and only real plant up the top there in the basket that I got from Poundland that just says garden, and my plant is in a red plant pot. That little marbly grey vase was reduced down to 50p from Poundland. This is my husband's collection of watches, and I'm not going to go into too much detail in this section because this is my husband's part. There's a little bit of storage in here. The little red and white toolbox, it's actually a big tin. I just loved it. Has my husband's bits and pieces in. If anything has to go out to the car, or you know, little bits of tools that need to go away, they go in there. But it's not a place that it's permanent. It's a temporary holding pattern there. Down here is the electric drill. That stays in the home from about Easter till maybe beginning of November time, maybe a bit longer, because that is the electric drill that we put on charge to wind the legs up and down of our caravan. it just stays out the way. The lamp, again, I believe this one was either B&Q or IKEA. I'm not 100% sure. And as I've pointed out before, for a bit of storage, especially if you haven't got a lot of cupboard space, I have my maid and my butler that house my ironing board and my hoover. And just sitting at the table there, I have a big Mickey from the Disney store. Now, on the table, I love these placemats. They are reversible, so I can either have them on the burgundy with the black stitching, or I can turn them over and have them black with the burgundy stitching. Now, this is a set of 8 placemats. I've also got 8 coasters, and they were bought maybe about 4 months ago from the charity shop, Has New, and I paid $1.99 for the whole set, and I just love them. On my Lazy Susan, which came from IKEA, unfortunately I'm not sure how much it was, but they still sell them because when we went in months ago they still had them. This is also from IKEA, but I actually got it from the charity shop, and the code is there. And I paid 49p for that. And basically, especially my hubby's iPhone 7 is quite big, so he will have his cup of tea or his bucket of tea in the morning, and he'll put his phone on that little holder and watch YouTube or whatever like that. The glass jar here, I believe this one, I've got 2 actually. One I got from TK Maxx and another one I got from the charity shop. And I think this may be the one I got from TK Maxx actually. Now, the variety of different coloured wicker and string balls, I got some on sale from Wilko's for £2. I then managed to get a couple of odd ones from a car boot, and then I managed to get another set for 50p from the charity shop. So I do change the decor in that glass vase depending on the season. So that's the table. My curtains were £15. As you can see, it's quite a big, well, it's actually French doors. They were £15 from Clearance Bargains, which actually sells ex-stock or excess stock from Argos. Now, the only thing is I do not have a utility room, which is a bit of a bind. So again, and I will keep repeating myself, you make do with what you got. So normally I keep the dining room door sort of like that. When we've got visitors and we pull our dining room table out, I put this all away. But basically this is what I do for laundry. So I have my ironing basket down the bottom there. I've got some ironing to do, but I usually put some movies on or something on the TV and do the ironing. I have my airer. This here goes over the door. This purple thing goes over the door in the lounge when I'm ironing, because I tend to put the shirts straight on coat hangers, so then they go straight in the wardrobes. We don't fold shirts, they go, or t-shirts, they go straight in the wardrobes. Now these are for underwear, especially mine. It's for your bras, and that's for the rest of the underwear, just to protect it in the washing machine. The airer came from Dunham a couple of years ago. I can't really remember how much it was. It was probably between $14.99 and $19.99. I keep a few coat hangers down here, and you've probably seen this, although I would like to get a few more, but we didn't have them in our IKEA when I last went. The collapsible laundry bins, very handy when I'm sorting out washing. I've got a white one that's in use at the moment, so one's darks, one's light, or taking the washing out and putting on the line. And behind there I also have a little area that can go on the radiator. And behind there, in this little bag here, come around, it says keep calm, it wasn't me. That is what I use as my peg bag. I've got this keyboard here, spare keys, and this shelf holds a lot of my husband's bits and pieces and paperwork and everything. And the Bart Simpson money box is what we put change in for the end of the year, and that pays for our Christmas turkey and the Christmas pudding and things like that. It's surprising how much change you can actually gather by the end of the year. And this canvas, I believe we brought from Cornwall, from the range, and it says, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. The dehumidifier just there. So that is my dining room. As I said, it does actually, like I suppose most homes, it does have quite a multi-purpose room. Under that curtain just there is my second tumble dryer, which we try not to use between Easter and maybe September time, although it depends on how the weather's going because we've had a few days of rain. So there is my dining room tour. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you.